Hi, this is Miss Goostel. She's a former student here at Wheaton North and also a current English teacher. So, here we go. How has Wheaton North changed since you were a student here?
Well, when I was here, this is something that you guys would probably be very sad to know, but there used to be lunch off campus, and we would go. I only had it my freshman and sophomore year, got taken away, and I wasn't even old enough to have it, but like the older students could go. There's a restaurant across the street called like the Falcon's Nest, and people like got to go to cool places. That was one thing. Turnabout which is now Winter Bash, where the girls ask the guys, which that was kind of different and fun. And we never had, until my senior year here, field house or the commons. That was all under construction. So we were in like the mobiles outside and had a really old under construction building. So those were the differences.
Okay, and what is one new event between 2010 and 2014 that you wished you would have had when you were here?
I really there are a few like events and clubs that I wish were here when I was here, like Flat Club, and I really wish I would have gotten involved in that, but that wasn't a big thing when I was here. And the Falcon Sports that I really probably would have liked to get involved in. And then Winter Bash I think is a great addition, and the freshman plays, the advanced freshman plays, now that I teach them, I kind of wish that I was in one when I was a freshman.
Okay, and what surprised you most about your experience teaching at Wheaton North?
I think what surprised me is that it still feels like home, and the reason why I loved high school so much is because everybody was so friendly and spirited and really supportive of the teams, and so that culture is still the same, which makes it fun to teach and be a student here.
Okay, and last question, what have you learned by being a coach here at Wheaton North?
I think the most prevalent thing that I learned is that positivity and leadership from students goes a long way. So when we did win state, I think you wanted me to talk about that a little bit. The main thing that I think got us to state was great leadership from peer leaders. So when students are willing to step up, be leaders, communicate well with their coaches, then great things will happen.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Kara Morrison. My guest today is Matt Biskin, the assistant principal here at Wheaton North and the soon-to-be principal for next year. All right, so what traditions do you hope to continue as principal next year?
Well, there are many. I mean, sort of the usual ones, assemblies, dances, spring extrav. We'd like to bring back Mr. Wheaton North, which we had to cancel this past year, so we certainly hope we can strengthen that. Senior Honors Assembly is probably one of the best things that we do here at Wheaton North. Probably one of the few schools that could pull that off because our kids are great. And that might be the one thing that needs to continue no matter who's leading the school, is creating more platforms and avenues for kids to show their talents. And we have great kids here who have many talents. So I think just trying to do that more and more and trying to help kids show what they do for each other, what they do for other people. That's something that I want to keep moving forward.
Great. Okay, and what new traditions do you wish to bring to Wheaton North?
One specifically is we've talked a lot about utilizing the access periods in sort of a different way, keeping its current construct of time, but maybe using that time differently. And one of the things that we've thought about is on sort of a semi-regular basis to be able to have kids present to their peers about passions that they have outside of school, things that they may have learned about outside of school, such as, it can be as not simple, but changing oil. If there's a student who really loves cars and wants to show their classmates how to change oil, we would provide a platform for them to be able to do that during the access periods. If someone maybe went on a missions trip and they built houses for people and now they have a real passion to want to serve others, we would provide a platform for them during access to be able to share that with their classmates. And I think that creates a real culture of learning because I think our students need to know that learning doesn't just occur within the walls of Wheaton North. It occurs everywhere. Learning's good. Learning never stops, at least it shouldn't. And it comes in all sorts of forms. So I think that's one thing that I would like to try to move forward for next school year.
Okay, great. And what do you love most about Wheaton North?
I love the students. The students are, I mean, every time we bring someone in for an interview who wants to teach here, they always ask us, what do you love most about Wheaton North? Because they're of course trying to find out more about our school. And every time someone asks, it's always the students. The students are the absolute best. Courteous, respectful, enthusiastic constantly, and they want to do what's right for others, and that's the absolute best thing. Our faculty and staff are second to none, but the reason we come to school every day is because of the students that we have here.
Great. Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Sure, thank you.
Hello. I'm Kevin Williams. I'm the Activities Director here at Wheaton North, and I think I've been Activities Director for about 14 years, I think.
All right, so what is your favorite part of being the Activities Director here?
Just really general. I like helping students. I like helping students find something that they're interested in doing extracurricularly. I get to see students in fun situations. They pick the activities they want to do, so they usually like them, so it's fun to see their interests outside of class. And I like helping to plan bigger events for the school, the dances and things like that that kids enjoy.
Alrighty. So over the past 4 years, has there been any events that have impacted here?
There's been a lot of things. I have liked the introduction of the new dance DJ that we've got, the Winter Bash. I think has been fun, a nice change. The lip dub was awesome. Miss Verdon did a great job organizing that. I loved seeing the whole school united, kids having fun. That was a neat thing. And then I helped out with the flyover too. That turned out to be amazing. It was sort of a pain to set up, but once again the students came through like they always do. I could not believe we had hundreds of students here that early in the morning, and just a neat, fun experience that a lot of the other schools were envious of after it happened, which always makes me happy.
All right, and finally, how has Wheaton North impacted you?
I've been here, I think, for 29 years, teaching the whole time, activities director with teaching the last 14, and it's become a second family. I always say, when I first got the job, people told me, you're going to love it. Wheaton North has the best students, and it's been true. Wheaton North had the best students back when I started, and still now, just nice, hard-working kids that are fun to be around. I learn from them all the time. Had a chance, probably about 10 years after I started teaching here, to go to a really high-paying school district, and turned it down. I just could not leave these great students, and I've loved the faculty too. They've been awesome to work with. I learn from them all the time. So I guess that would be the biggest impact. It really has been a family. Everybody's supporting each other, and it's had a great impact. It will always have an impact on me, and been very lucky to be here.
Hey guys, I'm here interviewing Kendall Seesmeyer today, Wheaton North alumni, class of 2011. We're going to ask her some questions today. So Kendall, who was your favorite teacher at North and why? For college?
So I have a lot of favorite teachers at Wheaton North.
When she was
So it's hard to name just one. I think I've stayed in touch with a lot of teachers since leaving Wheaton North. First people that come to mind, in no order, are probably like, Mrs. Van Gatson, Mr. Hero, Mr. Johns, Mrs. Ness, Mrs. Wigolewski, Miss Parkosh, or she changed her name. I don't know what her last name is anymore. Mr. Laird, like all the. Well, Mr. Laird wasn't even a teacher of mine. He was a tennis coach, but I still like him. I don't know. I have a lot of favorites.
What did you like about them?
I think that the people that I like have stayed in touch with is just because I developed a personal relationship with them. Probably from being in their classes multiple times, other people I had for a couple of years, or a variety of semesters. So I think it was just about like spending a lot of time with them and like getting to know them as people.
Yeah, and do you think they prepared you well for college?
Yeah, I would say like the number. I think like the number one class that I took that really prepared me was AP Lit with Mrs. Van Getzen. Despite the fact that I like hated her, and she knows this for most of the semester that I had her, she really like pulled out all the best work for me. I think like despite the fact that I like just really didn't want to like do it. She created me really hard, and I thought it was mean and unfair. But no, like she actually like really made me be a better writer. And to this day, I still like talk about like Babylonian and Dionysian things in my essays. Whenever I went to college, and I put that in one of my essays, and they were like, "This is amazing." I was like, "Thanks, this is my gut sense." So yeah, definitely helped prepare me.
So then the next question is, what is your favorite memory from Wheaton North?
Favorite memory from Wheaton North? I would say that just like second semester senior year was a really good time, just because it was like the end, and everyone was like really coming together to have fun. And we, I don't know, just like all the end of the year like senior things that you do are really fun. I remember also for some reason senior year homecoming was like my favorite dance. I was in student council, and so we had run it, and it was really cool to just like see it all come together. And it was Harry Potter homecoming, so that was really fun because all my friends my year was like particularly really obsessed with Harry Potter, so that was like a really good time. But just really ended all the senior year wrap up stuff.
Were you sad to leave?
Yeah, I definitely was like sad to leave, but I also think that like college is awesome, so don't be too sad. Like you'll stay in touch with the people that you choose to, and I don't know, like it's always you come home to Wheaton and that's nice, but it's like good and nice to move on as well.
Yeah. So then the last question is, what is your favorite activity that you did at North?
I would say my favorite activity. Well, I had a couple of things I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed tennis while I was on the tennis team for 2 years, freshman and sophomore year, and then I did block, which was really fun, and I was really involved in as a TA for the multi-needs classroom, and really enjoyed that. That was like one of my favorite things in high school. I was really involved in student council, but I don't know if I look back on that as something I really loved. But I think I liked it while I was doing it. But I don't know. There was a lot of interesting things to get involved in, but I think probably the most rewarding was working in the multi-media classroom and doing block.
Do you think that Wheaton North has a wide variety of activities and sports for everyone?
I really felt that I had the opportunity to get involved in a lot of different things. Newspaper, tennis, student council, like cross country. I've done like a variety of like sports and a variety of activities and things. So I really felt like there was like opportunity to do kind of whatever you wanted to do.
And are you glad you got involved in high school and did
Yeah,
so much?
absolutely. I think that like that made my high school experience was getting involved because that's what was fun for me. I've always said that like I worked really hard in high school and like school is important to me, but I'm not someone who just like loves to learn. I feel like I do so much of my learning through like experience, and so getting involved really was important.
Awesome. Well, that's all the questions we have today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kara Morrison. Today I'm going to be interviewing Miss Bullough, the principal at Wheaton North High School. What is your favorite memory of Wheaton North between 2010 and 2014?
I would say that my favorite memory during that time period specifically, because we had a few issues here at the high school. So my favorite memory is the way the teenagers as well as the Wheaton North community came together to support this high school in the face of adversity. That to me speaks volumes about who this high school is. I mean, we had floods, we had fires, we had personnel issues, and everybody came together to support one another through it all.
Great. Okay. And what will you miss most about Wheaton North?
Yeah, that's a simple question for me. In a word, teenagers. I will miss teenagers terribly. I've been around teenagers obviously my entire career because I've spent my whole career at a high school. So I will miss the energy, the enthusiasm, the ideas, the craziness, everything about teenagers.
Okay, and last question. What event do you think impacted Wheaton North the most between 2010 and 2014?
I would say the event that kind of bound us all together through the adversity for me was the Lift Up. That event when the entire student body gathered in that commons and we were up on the top of the staircase, so when we came around the corner and saw that to me was so powerful because it just showed that even through the bad times we can still celebrate who we are as a school, and everybody did, and that took like the whole village to plan that. Certainly a group planned it, but to make that happen, all the teachers and all the kids, the coaches, the sponsors, everybody had to pull together to make that happen. So that was my favorite event of the year, the past 4 years.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.